Hello, and welcome to Rising Stronger, turning setbacks into comebacks after job rejection, part of our annual SNHU Career Day, a free virtual conference for students, alumni, faculty, and staff from around the globe. My name is Dr. Cecilia Jackson, your host for this session. At SNHU, creating an inclusive and accessible learning environment is a priority. Your experience is crucial, and if you require accommodations, here are the appropriate contacts. Online students email oac@snhu.edu or call 866-305-9430. For campus students, email cac@snhu.edu or 603-644-3118. And last but not least, SNHU staff and faculty can email hr@snhu.edu. Thank you so much for joining us for this presentation. Now let's learn a little bit more about our presenters to get started. We have Brooke Brigham, started as a career engagement partner at SNHU in May of 2022. She primarily collaborates with the university stakeholders in social sciences, health professions, and nursing. And most recently, Brooke held the Director of Career and Leadership Development role at a small private institution in the Worcester, Massachusetts area. She has also served in student affairs positions related to student success and academic advising for the past 9 years. Brooke holds an MBA and an undergraduate degree in business administration with a minor in sports management from Anna Maria College. In her spare time, Brooke enjoys sports, the beach, finding coffee shops that are off the beaten path, which I love, and spending time with her family and pup, Bergie. Now, on to Jennifer Marin. Jennifer's journey at SNHU began in January 2021 as a military healthcare academic advisor. This is a testament to her commitment to nurturing student success stories. Her passion for coaching students eventually led her to the Career Services team this past summer, where she thrives in helping students navigate through steps to meet their career goals. Currently enhancing her skills with a master's degree in organizational leadership, Jen's educational journey began with a bachelor's degree in education and Spanish from St. Michael's College. Her professional background is rich and varied, including roles as a Spanish ESL teacher, Director of Admissions and Dean of Student Life, and interim head of school, bringing a unique and diverse perspective to her current position. Outside of her professional life, Jen lives in New Hampshire with her husband, 3 daughters, and 2 dogs, and can often be found walking the beach in all seasons. And I love it. So without further ado, I want to pass the virtual microphone over to our 2 lovely presenters.
Thank you, Cecilia, for such an amazing and warm welcome. Jen and I are so excited about presenting Rising Stronger, turning setbacks into comebacks after job rejection. So to start to create our comeback, first, what is job rejection? Rejections can come at any point in the application process. Job searching is a grind, and it can take time. A good rule of thumb is for every $10,000 in the salary, there is a month of job searching. So $70,000 is typically a 7-month search. So rather than keeping your head down and sending out another flurry of applications, you may benefit from taking a step back and considering why you're not getting the results you want. Important considerations for when applying to jobs include the labor market, both national and local. Note that in a market where there are high numbers of candidates applying for each position, it can be more challenging to differentiate yourself from competing candidates. Industry competitiveness. Understanding how competitive your industry is can help you have a more realistic expectation of the challenge of finding a position that aligns with your career goals. Potential career level. Whether the job you're seeking represents a promotion from your current position or a lateral move. Are you targeting the right job for the experience that you have? And finally, required qualifications. Your professional experience, formal education, and skills are all considerations when applying for work.
Rejection is not the end of the road, but a part of your journey to success. The road to success can be challenging, and hearing no can happen to anyone. In fact, there are many famous people whose names you may recognize who were turned down many times before they were given an opportunity. Steven Spielberg, one of the most influential filmmakers in cinema history, was rejected from the University of Southern California School of Film and Television multiple times. Regardless, he continued to pursue his passion and went on to create some of the highest grossing films ever, such as E.T., Jurassic Park, and the Indiana Jones series. Oprah Winfrey faced numerous challenges. She was demoted from her job as a news anchor because she was told she was not fit for television. She later went on to host The Oprah Winfrey Show, which became one of the longest running and most influential daytime talk shows in TV history, and was ironically given the name Queen of All Media. Walt Disney. Walt Disney was actually fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. He was also faced several bankruptcies and rejections before he built the Disney empire, which revolutionized the entertainment industry. And finally, the author, Stephen King. Did you know that Stephen King's first novel, Carrie, was rejected 30 times by publishing companies? In fact, Stephen King even threw the manuscript in the trash out of pure frustration, but his wife retrieved it and encouraged him to resubmit it. She was right. It was finally published, and the book was a huge success, kickstarting his career as one of the most successful writers of our time. What did each of these individuals have in common? They each demonstrated persistence, resilience, and a belief in themselves. Now, when it comes to our job search, let's put these setbacks into perspective. Here are some interesting stats to review. 60% of jobs are found through networking. A professionally written resume boosts your earning potential by 7%. 77% of recruiters rely on LinkedIn profiles. 25% of resumes make it to the hiring manager, and the average job search in the US takes 5 months.
One of the well-known sports legends, Michael Jordan, also knows all about being resilient, preparing yourself, and working hard for your comeback. There will be jobs that you are not offered, and you will get rejected. Develop a daily schedule for applying for jobs, set up job alerts on different sites, and keep track of those jobs in a spreadsheet or notebook. Keep applying, and don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Keep your confidence high and do things that boost and keep your confidence up, whether it's practicing for interviewing, spending time with family, meal prepping, reading, anything. Remember, it's a no, not yet, not a no, not ever. And when you are rejected, follow these steps to bounce back. First, be professional. Thank the interviewer for their time. Ask them to keep you in mind for future opportunities. You do not want to burn any bridges that may help you in the future. Second, acknowledge. Acknowledge any feelings that you may have, but don't wallow in them. Reframe. You may never really get to know why you were rejected. Perhaps there was a better qualified candidate, or maybe there was an internal budgetary or political decision that prevented them from moving forward, or perhaps someone internally opted for the position. However, the fact that you got the interview means that you were someone that they thought they could hire. So instead of dwelling on what went wrong, Reflect on what went right. When did you feel most confident? What questions did you absolutely nail? Take stock. It is so easy to take this experience personally. However, reflection is the best teacher. If you want to move forward in a position of strength, reflect on the experience and extract the lessons. Perhaps there was a new question you have never been asked before in that interview. And finally, build a resilience toolkit. To share more on this, I'm going to send it over to Jen.
Thanks, Brooke. Whether it's your first time or your 10th time hearing no, it's okay to feel those emotions. We have all been there. Once you've processed it, we want to help you get ready to move on to cultivating a positive growth mindset. So, what next? We want to equip you with a resilience toolkit. What is a small change or small changes that you can make for your next application? We will break this down in the following slides. 1. Identify and develop personal strengths. 2. Ask for feedback. 3. Do your research. 4. Update your resume. 5. Practice interviewing skills. And 6. Network with your contacts.
So, what are your personal strengths? Let's focus on our strengths and consider how we could add to those. Make a list, read them through, and then read them again. If you are not sure of your strengths, take the Away To assessment. This is SNHU's branded assessment, which evaluates personal attributes, interests, and values to understand what is important to you in a career opportunity. Want to build on your strengths even more? Take a LinkedIn Learning course. SNHU students have access to this platform at no cost. This is a great way to strengthen your skills so your resume shows a commitment to your own development with a recently completed course. Do things that inspire you. Volunteer, job shadow. Are you interested in working in a hospital? See if they are looking for volunteers or offer any job shadow opportunities with a specific floor. Listen to TED Talks and podcasts. If you are looking for extra inspiration and motivation, this is a great place to start. And of course, you can always meet with a career advisor for help on any of these topics.
Step 2, ask for feedback. Sometimes a company will give you feedback on your interview. This might be over the phone or via email. But unfortunately, it's also common not to receive any feedback along with a rejection, simply due to time constraints for businesses. This can be frustrating, especially since we spend so much time preparing for an interview. If you feel you would benefit from understanding why you weren't successful this time around, ask. The hiring manager will likely be happy to offer feedback if you request it. Here is a sample template you could use to request feedback. Thank you for inviting me to interview for, and state the position. I was wondering if you would be able to provide constructive feedback regarding my interview skills so that I can improve in the future. Thank you again for your time and consideration. And remember, as Brooke said on a previous slide, think of it as a no, not yet, rather than a no, not ever. You never know if this company may consider you for another role. Number 3 for the Resilience Toolkit is do your research. Researching the company before an interview shows that you are interested in the job that you are applying for, and doing your research will allow you to learn more about the company, its mission, and values. Who is the CEO or leadership team? What is the company's brand and tone? With this knowledge, you can prepare for the interview and ask more meaningful questions. Tailor your answers in the interview to align you with the company. Search the company's news and social media release. The company's social media accounts can give you a glimpse of the company's current activities, events, news, and trends. You can also see how the company interacts with its customers, partners, and employees. Follow them on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube platforms and see what content they post, share, or like. Read the company's reviews and ratings on Glassdoor. Glassdoor is a website where current and former employees anonymously review companies. The company's reviews and ratings can help you understand its reputation, performance, and culture from the perspective of its employees, customers, or stakeholders. Glassdoor is unsolicited feedback and can be helpful to you as part of your research process. And finally, prepare questions to ask during the interview. By doing this research, you can use this information to prepare 4 to 6 relevant questions for your interview. Show your interest, curiosity, knowledge, and enthusiasm with your questions. Number 4, update your resume. How is your resume? Have you had it reviewed lately? If not, call our career services team. We are here to support you through that process. In fact, as a graduate of one of our programs, working with career services is a lifetime benefit. Some of the things to focus on with your resume are applicant tracking systems. Many employers use an applicant tracking system to filter resumes for open positions. Candidates may not realize it, but their resume might not pass the initial round if it is not formatted correctly. Career Services can review your resume to make sure it is formatted in a way that an applicant tracking system would pick up. Always tailor your resume. Let's look at the job description, find the keywords, and make sure those keywords are in your resume. For example, if you are applying for a role that is in HR and you have hiring experience on your resume, but the job description asks for talent acquisition experience, let's use the same verbiage. Let's change those keywords. This will also make you a stronger match with the applicant tracking system. Let's also talk about the resume secret sauce. What are the top 5 responsibilities, the gotta haves that the job description mentions? Let's make sure you are addressing those top 5 gotta haves in your resume. And finally, measure your achievements with hard data. Did you increase sales? If so, by what percentage? Did you train new employees? How many? Did you manage a caseload? How many clients were on your caseload? Have measurable achievements on your resume and give hard data examples of those.
Number 5, practice interviewing your skills. No matter if the interview is in person or virtual, make sure you're dressing for success. If it's virtual, make sure your background is neutral and not distracting. Print out your resume and have your notes ready. SNHU Career Advising offers mock phone or video interviews, or you can use Skills First. Students can log into Skills First with their SNHU email address. Skills First has mock video interviews where you can practice and record yourself. Watch the recording. How do you feel about your answers? Your posture? Is there anything you'd like to change? If the interview is in person, make sure to bring a portfolio with you and have your resume and questions ready to go. Answer questions using the STAR method. If you have not heard of this method, reach out to a career advisor to assist in reframing your answers. That's why number 5 is practice interviewing skills. Number 6 in the resilience toolkit is network with your contacts. Network, network, network. Networking can be a key difference in getting noticed for an opportunity. Are you on Handshake? Handshake is SNHU's career management platform and a great place to search for jobs, attend events, and network, of course. Attend an employer spotlight. These are virtual events held by our career services team and are a great opportunity to meet professionals and learn more about the job search. Network with professionals working in a similar role, and remember, 60% of jobs are found through networking. Try connecting with SNHU alumni on LinkedIn or on SNHU Connect under alumni. Use the SNHU resources on networking as well, such as YouTube videos and, of course, career advisors. Finally, keep applying to jobs.
We would like to highlight 2 success stories of students who used the Resilience Toolkit, worked with career advisors here at SNHU, and found success. Both Dale and Rushane are SNHU graduates who interviewed several times before landing their current positions. What they have in common is that they are both resilient, had a growth mindset, and turned their setbacks into comebacks. I will read Dale's. I'm glad that my advisor did encourage me to keep going. I may not have gotten this job of which I love. Do your best, and if you fall down, get yourself back up. Ask for help if you need it. They are there to help you along the way. My best to all of you.
And I'll read Rashane. I have been applying for case manager jobs since I graduated with my master's in 2020. 3 years later, I wasn't sure if SNHU would be able to help me still. While I was on the phone with my career advisor, I added 2 additional skills to my resume as she suggested and applied. I had 3 phone interviews that same day. The following week, I got a call and was offered the job.
Congratulations to Dale and Rashane.
So remember, whenever you have that setback that comes along, use these steps to turn it into a comeback. When you have that job rejection, use resilience, be professional, acknowledge, reframe, take stock, build that resilience toolkit, and of course, keep applying.
We have all been there. It is an interview and not a test, and you have 50% of the power. You are also interviewing them. There is no rubric for this. Sometimes it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Reach out to talk with one of our career service advisors about the steps you can take to make your comeback. Thank you so much, and now I will hand it back to our host, Cecilia.
Thank you, Brooke and Jennifer, for the valuable information that you provided today. Our contact information is on the slide, as well as other important links to our content. SNHU offers its graduates a lifetime benefit of career advising services. So please contact us at any point in the future. Thank you for viewing this recording of Rising Stronger, Turning Setbacks into Comebacks After Job Rejection. Have a great rest of your day.